Ghost Tone at Radio Memphis with the song Broken there. Ahead of that, it was Driftwood Ramblers and Oh My Soul. 17 minutes past the hour on this Thursday. It's the last day of the month. It's the last day of the quarter.
Here we are.
And here we are. Here to ruin your day. Or at least waste some of the time.
Yeah, just mostly waste your time.
Pretty much, yes. We appreciate you tuning in, streaming, downloading, whatever it is you do. How do I get you guys on the wireless? How do I get you on the Marconi?
Crank up the generator, old man.
There we go. Got to turn that crank, buddy.
Or so to speak.
As we get into spring and summer and people starting to get out more and do things, people are, especially now with spring break, and I guess all that's beginning to wrap up across the country.
Right.
One of the locations for people to vacation or spend some time outside has been up in Long Branch, New Jersey, which is right on a beach. And the people that live around there, they organize a group of volunteers to go and clean up.
Right.
Clean the beach because no one's doing it, of course. Not everybody, not everybody's trashing the joint.
Yeah.
But they go out in groups and they walk these beaches and they pick up, whatever, beer cans and stuff like that. Turns out there's all sorts of crazy stuff they're finding on the beach.
Oh.
Yeah. Volunteers picked up a record amount of trash from New Jersey's beaches last year with plastic items dominating the haul, of course.
Of course, yeah. Bottles, yeah.
And there's been some interesting things that they've found along the way there, too.
Oh, boy. What have people lost?
Male enhancement pills.
Oh. They're going to be missing that.
Or not. A set of braces.
Wait.
That's all it says here, a set of braces. I don't know if they're leg braces.
Leg braces. It can't be
Forrest Gump
braces.
Was down there.
Yeah. Were they healed?
A glow-in-the-dark condom.
I'm assuming used.
They also found a Turkish Airlines hygiene kit found in the sand as well. Okay. The Clean Ocean Action Coastal Environmental Group, they're the volunteers that go in and they do this. Right. They released its annual report yesterday on the result of the prior year's beach sweeps. Over 10,000 volunteers picked up over 500,000 items along the state's 127-mile coastline and cleanups held in the spring and fall of 2021. So they're out there now doing it.
Yeah.
So here's what we found from last year. Some of this stuff is interesting, I suppose. A hunk of human hair.
Oh.
A full set of dentures. Somebody might be looking for that later.
Yes.
Can't ain't no corn on the cob. A thong.
A shoe or bottom? I'm assuming bottom.
Butt floss.
Butt floss thong.
A used Narcan kit.
Oh. One? Just one on a beach?
Yes. Several marijuana bags. Empty, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I found one last night while I was walking the dog. Empty, of course.
Empty, of course.
I live in Cooper Young.
Yeah. You think it's going to have anything in it?
No. A bullet casing.
Ooh.
And a fake eyeball were among some of the items that have been picked up.
Well,
I know I put
the
that
guy
somewhere.
with the fake eyeball is not going to be really noticing that he
Probably not.
Couldn't see through it.
There was a parking ticket. A lottery ticket.
Winning.
No.
Well, then.
A glue stick. A mini refrigerator. A toilet brush. A television remote control. A mason jar filled with presumably liquor. A plastic monkey. And a set of rosary beads.
You know, they should just open a resale shop. I mean, people might buy this stuff.
Someone found a message in a bottle.
Did they read it?
Cindy Ziff is the Clean Ocean Action's executive director of the volunteer group. Thank you, man. Said, we don't know what it read, although I hope it would have said, don't litter.
Oh, they should have read it.
All told, 513,605 items were collected last year, the most ever since the beach sweeps began in 1985.
Wow.
And this is like that's pandemic time too. This is, 2021. We were starting to come out of it a little bit.
Exactly.
Of course, it is New Jersey.
Well,
it's disappointing to see it increase, she said. We keep hoping the numbers will go down and the weird stuff just keeps getting weirder. More than 82% of the total haul was plastic items or pieces. There's your problem.
I don't doubt that. Yeah.
Well, that's because everything's made out of plastic now.
Right.
Bottle caps, cup lids reached a number 69,454, as did food and candy wrappers or bags at 58,589. That's expected, though. I mean, because people just trash their environment with, bottles and bags and stuff like that. I think it's fascinating they count each individual piece.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why they do it like that instead of by weight.
Well, they do that because they're collecting not just garbage but data.
Okay. Which is why they're categorizing.
Because some stuff may wind up back out in the water.
Right.
And that's a problem. The cleanup data also pinpointed seasonal shifts in the type and amount of litter on New Jersey beaches. 67 out of 95 categories were significantly higher in fall than in spring, including dog shit bags.
Oh. Presumably not empty.
Well, that's just it. They're just picking up after the dog, but they're just leaving the bag behind. And what's the point?
Well, see, and I've never understood that. Yeah. When you clean up after your dog and you leave the bag somewhere.
Plastic bottles, of course, smoking-related litter, cigarette butts and stuff, food takeout litter, ice cream spoons or sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Fewer face masks were found in fall as compared to the spring of last year, but over 3,600 discarded masks were left behind or washed up on the sand.
Wow. That is becoming...
I see masks everywhere on the ground.
Parking lots.
It's nasty.
Yes. Yeah.
Zip said, she's the here with Clean Ocean Action deal. She said their data has helped make the case for New Jersey's pending ban on most plastic bags and foam packaging at retail outlets beginning in early May, which she called one of the toughest such laws in the nation.
Really?
Spring 2020 cleanups were canceled due to the vid, of course, so the group used 2019 full-year data for more accurate comparison purposes. Several items showed decreases over the time period, including discarded diapers. Well, thank God for that.
Yeah.
147, down 41%. Total glass items were down. That's because everybody's moving to plastic.
Plastic, right.
14,697, down 39%. Six-pack rings.
Oh, yeah.
Those are bad. 275 were found, down 27%.
Wow.
Condoms, 368, down 27%. Tampon applicators, nicknamed locally as Jersey beach whistles.
What?
That's what they call it.
Jersey beach whistles?
I think that's hysterical. They found 3,211 of them. That's down 18%.
How many?
3,211.
Wow.
Of the Jersey beach whistle.
Wow, that's a lot of women on their period.
It's the name of my new band.
Jersey beach whistles. Yes. I'm writing that one down.
I think you should. There was some other odd stuff that they had found. There was also part of a bowling ball.
What? Which part?
I don't know. A rainbow striped woman's bathing suit, raising a rather obvious question about someone's trip home.
Right.
A highway traffic cone. Part of a car windshield.
Wow.
A check for $1. They also found an accordion and a harmonica.
Dude!
And a CD holder filled with albums by Limp Bizkit.
What? No Rolexes? No.
They didn't find any good stuff.
It's
just garbage. It's just junk. It's stuff.
I don't know. Those dentures might be worth something. You could resell those on eBay.
I don't think they have to be fitted. I don't know.
Wow. Jersey beach whistles.
Jersey beach whistles.
I love it.
Well, look, going to the beach is a blast. I mean, there's no two ways around it. Been to several in my day, and still sort of like it. The issue, though, is that when you have a place like the beach, which is typically, isn't it state-owned property?
Well, I think that might.
I know, like state parks, don't they patrol that?
Well, in Texas it is.
I would think in most states
and
it would be.
I think in most states
that the Parks Commission or whomever of that state runs it, like the New Jersey
beach.
Yeah. Because that is public land.
Right.
And you can't build on it, clearly.
No.
But you can visit it, and you can play in the water, and you can hang out on the beach and have a good time. But the amount of trash that people leave is it's mind-blowing.
It really is. We did this every year on the island. Did several times a year.
Yeah.
And, of course, Galveston is a beach.
Well, yeah, it's all the way around it.
Yeah. And we would go do it, and it was amazing the amount of trash that was picked up after festivals that happen on the island.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras, what have you.
Oh, yeah.
Spring break.
It's I know in Texas, just from having the experience of, having been there, there's that whole notion that I remember was it the local police that would be the ones that would run it, and there was a time there where you could drive on the beach, and now you can't.
Yeah. Right.
Except for, I think, in some very small select areas, there's like a parking area, but it's way far back from the water.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was to keep the cars from getting sucked into the tide, and then you have pollution.
That and I think they were worried about just cars eroding and
the dunes.
Yeah, just
because then you can't drive around in that kind of stuff.
No, they won't let you do it anymore.
No.
I used to drive down to the beach all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, we did the same thing, and you could drive along
the beach.
Yeah,
right.
and there used to be like an area that was almost like a road.
Right.
And then there were cops that were driving around in Jeeps, to make sure you weren't speeding or flicking, bags of food out, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know Florida had, that's like probably the number one beach state in this country.
I would say so. Yeah.
California has, all along the course of the Pacific Coast, and I know they get a lot of people there, but I think the California government there is also pretty staunch about keeping that place clean.
Yeah.
The biggest problem they have there is people taking those electric scooters that you can rent, and throwing them in the water.
Yeah, which I think is stupid.
Well, I think those things are stupid in general. I'm kind of against them because people will take them, and they're here in town, and they take them and they just litter them on the sidewalk.
Well,
after they use them, they just kick them aside. They should have a place.
There should be a place designated to put them.
In theory. I mean, there was one in my front yard not long ago.
Really?
Yeah, I had to dig it out of the bushes. I'm like, what are you people doing?
Yeah, see, I think they're kind of a clever idea.
I picked it up to move it onto the sidewalk, and then it yelled at me.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I thought I was stealing it. I'm like, it's in my yard. I didn't.
You're trespassing here.
Pipe down, thing. Come get it.
Yeah. No, I think those things are kind of clever, though. But
if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I have a neighbor who broke an ankle in 3 places.
With one of those?
Mm-hmm. Had no business being on
electric scooter.
Mm-hmm. One of those stand-up ones.
Yeah.
The bird scooter.
I think they're clever. I think it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I want my Vespa back.
Not in this town.
Oh, I know. That scares me.
Yes, it do. I have a neighbor friend who has a friend of hers who is a trauma nurse, and she said, you think about how little motor scooters are, they're fun. You see them all over the world. They're efficient. They don't burn that much gas. But she said, I've seen too many people that have come in with their brains hanging outside their ears, literally.
Because of being on a motorcycle. Yeah.
No, a motor scooter.
Oh, yeah?
Because nobody sees them.
Right.
Hell, they don't see you driving a damn car in this town.
That's true. I can't tell you how many times I can drive down anywhere. Not just Poplar. And people are just coming into my lane.
Yeah, it happens to me. It happens every morning.
And it happened last night, and
on my way in this morning, I was like the last car at an intersection, so there was nobody behind me.
Right.
and there was a guy in a pickup truck, a large pickup truck, compensating for something, and he was on my right side on the cross street trying to enter Poplar. I was in the center lane. He pulled right out in front of me, and then slowed down. There was nobody behind me.
Right.
I went around him, gave him a dirty look, and kept on going.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what the hell, dude? Are you that important?
Right. But you got to pull out in front of the only car on the road.
Yeah. Oh, they do. That's a big thing here. You have to really pay attention here. So imagine being on a small two-wheeled vehicle, especially a scooter. A motorcycle is loud enough you can probably hear it, but a little, 300cc scooter, 250.
So 250, 300cc. They're motorcycles that size.
Well, yeah, but still, they're quiet and they're not all lit up.
Now, I often thought if I were going to ride my Vespa around here, I'd mod the fuck out of it with the lights and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So that everybody would see it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Do all those mod lights and crap. Make sure everybody sees you on the road.
And then somebody will
steal it.
Yeah. In fact, while you're at a stoplight, they'll just knock you off of it and steal it.
Take it. Right.
They'll Vespa jack you.
Yeah.
That sounds like a thing.
Sometimes.
Quick, to the Urban Dictionary.